Lots of changes coming. Look at all the parts. And as you can see, we definitely got a big project on our hands. We'll be doing this maybe this week sometime, maybe next week. Anyways, I'll try to let y'all follow along in all the big hectic process that we're doing. Loading up more poly. And we got ourselves a lot more poly. So, it was a little bit too windy to film outside today of anything that we were doing, but we have about, give or take, 10 plus wells that we need to alter. We have a section here in New Mexico and they're wanting us to put flow meters in all of our wells. So we now have to pull each of those 10 wells. We're pulling them out and it's cheaper for us now, but we're putting 2-inch poly with also like the 2-inch knees and redoing everything on top, because a 2-inch flow meter is cheaper than a 3-inch flow meter. And since all these wells here are 10 horses, 7.5, 5, so we think it's just cheaper putting all poly in there and everything. So now we have quite a few wells that still need to be pulled out. Then we're going to be putting poly in all these and then altering everything. Measuring how much poly we need. And loading up poly again. We got it easier this time. We got ourselves a nice little roll here. And on to the next one. We don't need to put a 2-inch here because it already has a flow meter right here and a really good check valve, so we just reused all the 3-inch. Number 7 with poly. Well, number 8 of 13. What are you doing? Don't tell me you need me to pull you out.
I got this.
Let's find out.
I got this. Look at this. Look.
There you go. And now we're back the next week to finish up this well number 8.
Yellow.
My mistake. This is actually well number 9, not 8, out of 13.
No.
This one's put in and only 2 left to go. The only thing left is all the ones we've done so far is to just tie them in to the pot. This one's 4-inch and then this right here is 2-inch. So we just gotta connect that all together for the other wells that we have done. Second last well. We needed a different wire. This wire was way too thick, so got ourselves a nice little roller here. We can just unroll ourselves some new wire. And now we also need a whole new pot.
Let's see here, come. Yeah.
There it is. And we're done using the poly. And that's a lot of used pumps and motors. All need to be checked up on because those are all the ones that we took out on this whole section here. And this is what it looks like. We got this all connected now. We got this little flow meter here, and for some reason it thinks we're pumping 23 gallons a minute and it's not even on. So this is, maybe we'll have an issue like this. We don't know yet. We'll go test it out on a few other wells, see if we can figure out the problem. Maybe it's just because water's staying in this little flow meter here, but we'll find out later. Ridiculous. Look at this contraption here. From 2-inch down to 1 inch, back up to 2, then back down to 1, then back up to 2 over there. That's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But the reason why we have this little 1-inch valve here is because there's only a 3-horse motor down this well, so there's not a lot of water, and we were hoping that with a smaller valve then we can regulate the water better and we can control, well, easier than with a 2-inch valve, because this one's smaller, so we can control how much water goes through there easier because it is so small. With the other ones, the bigger ones, it's just a little bit more difficult. So with this, it's going to be easier. Having fun welding upside down?
Yep.
Oh, you look funny. And another new check valve. My dad was actually turning on these pivots here yesterday, and mid turning them on, this old check valve blew a hole straight in the middle. I guess there's dirt in there now, but it kind of made a, from what I heard, it made a bang and it blew a hole in there, and it washed out a little bit, so we had to turn everything off, and we came here today morning to just put a new check valve on there. Another one. Don't do it. Don't do it. You look like you're comfortable welding like that.
I'm in so much pain.
So, at our New Mexico section, we need 2 more wells. But since it's like nice and cloudy and rainy outside, we're gonna take this pipe right here. We're gonna cut it up into 6-foot long pieces, and I think we can make about 6 of them. And we're making a new pot, since we're making new wells anyway, and we're gonna need some more pots. So we're gonna take this whole pipe, we're gonna make some pots out of it. And since we have our plasma cutter right here, since we were using it the other day to perforate pipes, we're just gonna use that to cut this pipe instead of a torch. That's the last of them. Now just to weld on the caps. You get to work. Making more pots. Nice. I like it. It's all nicely organized. We got a bunch of the old knees right there, and all these 4-inch pipes. Right there, there's some 2-inch pipes. And then we got another pile over here. It's a little windy outside, so that's why I'm staying in the truck. But we got another pile right here full of 3-inch pipes. And one of these days, as soon as they're done drilling right over there on our corner of our field, they're actually drilling a well. So whenever they're done, we're gonna hopefully be able to use these pipes for all these new wells that we're drilling. And hopefully we'll have a lot more water to where we can water our fields a lot more nicely. And since we are done with all those wells, making them all the 2-inch and fixing everything that needed to be fixed, welding all the pipes and all that good stuff, we now have time for other greater, better things, like cutting hay. So exciting. Love it. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.